Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Fabula Ultima TTJRPG. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review featuring this tabletop RPG that attempts to bring the Japanese video game RPG experience to your table, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to continue with the other character classes, starting with the Entropist. High above the stars, where their lights do not shine, lies a bottomless void, where life and souls wither and transform into unfathomable ways. Entropists refer to this realm as the cosmos, the heavens, or quite simply as Lady Luck. They are among the few gifted with the ability to channel its reality-bending energies. Some of the Entropist skills include Absorb MP. After you suffer damage, you may recover a number of mind points. You also have Lucky 7. You have a lucky number. At the beginning of each session, that number is 7. Once per scene, after you perform a check, you may replace the value shown on one of the dice you rolled with your lucky number, even if this would give an impossible result, such as a value of 7 on a d6. If you do, the replaced value becomes your new lucky number. Let's talk about some of the Entropist spells. You have things such as Acceleration. You bend the fabric of time. Until this spell ends, the target gains the ability to perform a single additional action during each of their turns. Once the target has performed a total of 2 additional actions granted by this spell ends. You also have Divination. You glimpse briefly into the future. Until this spell ends, after a creature you can see performs a check, if it was not a fumble nor a critical success, you may force that creature to reroll both dice. Once you have forced 2 rerolls this way, this spell ends. There are also devastating things such as Omega. You invoke Doom on your foe, turning strength into frailty. The target loses an amount of hit points equal to 20 plus half the target's level. Then we have the Fury. Furies never know when to quit. In battle and life they are energetic, determined and often restless. Whatever ideals or desires drive their actions, they will stop at nothing and risk everything in order to achieve them. When it comes to some of their skills, you have Adrenaline. As long as you are in crisis, you deal extra damage, be it with attacks, spells, arcana, items, or any other method. There is also Frenzy. Your accuracy checks with brawling, dagger, flail, and thrown weapons trigger a critical success if both dice show the same number, and the check is not a fumble, of course. There is also Provoke, of course, a classic. You may use an action and spend 5 mind points to perform an opposed check against a creature you can see. Describe how you taunt them. If you succeed, the target suffers enraged and is compelled to focus their action on you. Their attacks and offensive spells must include you among the targets if possible. This is perfect to rescue other members of the party. Then we have Guardian. Oh, but of course stay away from them, otherwise they are going to get caught in the area of effect attack. The Guardian is proud and selfless. Guardians are individuals who know the value of life and are willing to sacrifice themselves for a person, nation, or ideal they have sworn to protect. They are often extraordinary and impressive individuals, such as valiant soldiers or veterans scarred by 1,000 battles. You have skills such as Bodyguard. If you perform the guard action and choose to provide cover to another creature, that creature gains resistance to all damage types until the start of your next turn. Another great skill to protect other members in the party. You also have Dual Shield Bearer. You may now equip a shield in your main hand slot. As long as you have 2 shields equipped, you gain the benefits of both items and may treat them as the following combined 2-handed melee brawling weapon, which is Twin Shields. Deals extra damage equal to your SL in defensive mastery. There is also Fortress. Permanently increase your maximum hit points. Then we have the Loremaster. Loremasters are known for their insatiable curiosity and appetite for discovery. They firmly believe that knowledge equates power, and would often trade all gold in the world for a chance at solving a good mystery. Some of their skills include knowledge is power. When you perform an accuracy check, you may replace one of the attribute dice with insight. You also have quick assessment. At the start of a conflict, you may spend a number of mind points. For every 5 mind points you spend this way, choose one option. Choose a creature you can see and then the Game Master reveals one of their traits. Or name a damage type and choose a creature you can see, and then the Game Master reveals that creature's affinity towards that damage type. You also have trained memory. You may perfectly recall the details of any scene you have visited within the past week. You can go back in time within your mind in order to examine and investigate such scenes again. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about more classes. When it comes to the Entropist, this class is very interesting. This is all about manipulating luck and chance in your favor in order to give you some advantages, but also debuffing or greatly injuring the enemy. Concerning the Fury, this is pretty straightforward. This is about dealing damage, getting into the fray, and distracting the opponents. The Guardian is a lot more defensive focused when compared to the Fury. What the Fury lacks in defense, the Guardian makes up for it in spades, or rather in shields. Concerning the Loremaster, this class is a bit more situational or utility focused, especially in matters of investigation. But Fabula Ultima is all about combining these classes for your ideal archetype. So there is a lot of flexibility when it comes to your character concept. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you, and see you later.